Hi guys, it's V, and as of yesterday I'm 31 weeks and 4 days pregnant. My little hero is, as I said from the previous time, is more than 1.6, but the baby is supposed to be around 1.5 kilograms and 41 centimeters, and at this stage he's the size of a coconut. That's nice, that's great. He's getting big and he can't fit in the belly, so he's pushing and moving and kicking all the time. Last week he was moving constantly and it was very annoying. It wasn't painful, but it was a constant kick and move and waves and stuff like that. This week I feel that he's struggling. I feel that he's not comfortable there anymore, that the belly needs to be bigger for him to fit. And I feel the movements, but the movements are like him trying to squeeze his way in a smaller area that he's supposed to be. So this whole pressure on my belly creates pressure on my back, and I have a lot of back pains, back aches. I've asked for a friend of mine to come and give me a massage at the lower part. I was just sitting on a chair like this and she was just massaging the area, and she was very, very helpful, and she took a lot of time doing that. And the next day I felt like I had a bruise on that lower part where she spent so much time rubbing. So my advice is, tell your friend or your partner to give you like a small massage in the area of the back that you have a pain, but don't do it for a long period of time, and do it a lot of times throughout the day or the week. So I've had that couple of days ago, and it needed a couple of days to not be so sore, and it was so bad that every time I had to sit somewhere it was very, very painful, because it felt like a bruise, like I couldn't touch it like that. And yesterday I felt the pain on the top part of my back, and I told my partner to give me a small massage, and I just told him to start rubbing up and down, but not only on the specific part, and not only just putting a lot of pressure there. So he just on top of my shirt, he just rubbed me just a bit, and yeah, for a while it did feel better. So I think that's a good thing to do. I keep having dry lips constantly. I have to have my lip balm with me at all times, and I've cracked my lips. There is some bleeding somewhere. I don't know how to get rid of that. I was never so bad at that. They usually just went away. I'm not out, it's not cold, but I do have constant dry lips, and I do have mood swings as well. So I've had a huge argument with my partner a couple of days ago, and I don't know if I was right or wrong, and it was a small thing turned into a huge thing without a reason. And yeah, the good thing is after a day or so everything was okay, but yeah, it doesn't feel really, really good. What else? My appointments. So I have a midwife's appointment in a couple of days, the second midwife appointment, and we would have to discuss about the situation with my low placenta, an appointment that I booked myself for another scan in 3 weeks, so week 34, that I thought the NHS has already booked, and they told me to just make sure before my midwife's appointment to make sure that everything was booked in. And I'm trying to call everyone, like the scan clinic, the reception, the midwife. No one's picking up the phone. So anyway, long story short, when I spoke to someone in the midwife's department, they said that I should have sent an email regarding the scan, which I was never informed. They cannot book the appointment, and the appointment had to be made from the doctors. Everyone can see it in my notes, but no one's actually gone ahead and done that. So instead of worrying for 10 days, I could have sent an email 10 days ago or the day I've done the first scan. But that wasn't the information given to me. So anyway, I started crying on the phone. That was with the mood swings. And yeah, it wasn't a very good time for me. I've had another letter about my eye appointment. So we said that the doctors, the GP goes to a referral, let's say, center. They referred me to Specsavers. Specsavers did the test. They said, why didn't you go straight to the hospital? They should have sent you straight to the hospital. So they've passed all the details for me to the hospital to get in touch with me in the next 2 weeks regarding the appointment. Not the appointment to be in the 2 weeks, but they would book the appointment in the next 2 weeks. So 2 weeks have passed, and they've sent me a letter from NHS e-referral center, saying that I haven't booked it. I was supposed to book an appointment and I haven't booked it yet. So I should call them or go online to make the appointment for the referral. I don't know what appointment that was, as there is no details there whatsoever. And once I've gone through to the phone, they've said that the appointment, that you need a passcode, which you need to call then the GP to give you the passcode, which again was not clear. So then I have to call the GP again, wait and stuff like that. They have to arrange the passcode. I had to go to the referral center again, and apparently I'm referred to a hospital that doesn't have bookings online, and they cannot book an appointment for me. So they have passed again the details to the hospital for the hospital to get in touch with me. Great news. So that's been already 2 weeks. I'm waiting. This is almost the 3rd week that I'm waiting. And I hope that at some point the hospital will get in touch with me, because apparently the referral center, Specsavers, and the GP, they can't do anything. And I can't speak to the hospital straight away because they do not communicate with patients. So that's another thing we should wait for. What else? Heartburns. Yes, they're back. We've said that before. The last couple of days I'm doing snacks and no food. I'm doing more fulfilling, let's say, snacks, but I can't actually sit down and have a whole main course. And that's because when I eat too much, I have a lot of heartburns. And the bad thing with me was that I can have lunch. I usually wait for about half an hour, and then I go to lie down, as I do need to lie down. I'm reading for like half an hour to 40 minutes, and then I have a 20 minutes nap. That's an hour and a half after I've had my lunch. Apparently I cannot digest it well, and it's half of the portion I used to have. And so an hour and a half after I usually have lunch, I wake up from my nap and I have this burning sensation here, and it's not after lunch. It's not that it's not letting me sleep, but it's awful. So for the whole evening I can't eat anything. I still have like a yearning for something, and usually I just have that yearning for something, not something specific. I can eat a slice of cheese or something, piece of cheese or a cracker or a fruit or something, but I need to have something. I don't know if it's because I need some food inside me, I don't know. And now that was mainly what I was doing for about 3 days. So I could have like half a sandwich or something like that. I could have an egg with 2 tomatoes and a piece of cheese like a snack, but it was a boiled egg, so it did have some protein and stuff like that, and I did feel much better. However, yesterday night I've had a good dinner. I was starving, and it's a long time since I felt hungry, and it was good. It was delicious, and it was good. It was exactly what I needed. I had no heartburns, no issues whatsoever, and I did really feel good with myself. So I am having an actual lunch today, and hopefully we'll see if it goes better. Hopefully the heartburns won't be so bad. However, I did buy a bottle of liquid, something that helps with the heartburns. So after lunch, if I have an issue, I am going to drink a bit of that, just to be on the safe side. What else? Yes, I can't say no to sweets, so I am baking almost every day. Breads with raisins and apricots, dried apricots, is the last thing I've done yesterday night. The day before, I've done a lemon cake. We're not eating a cake a day, it's just me and my partner here. I am giving some away to our neighbors, but I do need to keep doing that. I do need to keep cooking in order to do something, and I do need to have these things in my house, because otherwise I am eating junk sweets, so like cookies and stuff like that. Not everything, of course, is gonna be great, as we did hate a lot of the things that they've done, like cornflakes with melted chocolate and honey and butter. They were awful, and after he ate a couple of those with a lot of pressure, I had to throw the rest away, and I really hate wasting food. Last thing, I'm doing my daily stretches every day. I think that helps a lot with the back pains. I hope you do the same. So the moment I wake up, I have a routine I'm going through. So I do like the baby position, and I lie down. I stretch my back and my hands as much as I can. That's my way of getting up. Then I have to stand up in a sort of a tabletop, like on all fours, and I stretch like this and like this. I think I've told you that before. Is stretching my back the only way that helps me getting out of bed in the morning, as I think I'm stuck for a long time, and I do turn throughout the night. Even though I sleep on my left side, which is what's always recommended, I do wake up a couple of times throughout the night being on my back, because I don't know, maybe I'm used to it throughout the pregnancy, and I have to turn again. I do also have to go 3 times throughout the night to pee, as yes, the baby's head is at the bottom, but it's pressuring everything. I have to go a lot of times throughout the day. You'll find the same thing as well. Last trimester is very difficult, as you do have to pee a lot, even though you don't drink a lot. However, I do drink a lot of water, and I still have my morning coffee, which is supposed to not help with the peeing. And yes, I do have to wake up a couple of times throughout the night. And I do feel very pregnant at the moment, as I cannot get up as I used to, so I do need some help, or I do need to turn on my side and use hands and legs at the same time, like a very nice choreography to get up. And the worst part, so the head of the baby is down, pushing the bladder, so I have to pee constantly, and the legs of the baby, the bum is somewhere in the middle. So the bum is somewhere here, his bum, which I usually feel, and his legs, I think they're here. So he's kicking his legs a lot, and I feel that he's kicking my lungs. So a lot of time I'm not only short of breath because I've exercised, or I got up and went to the kitchen too fast and I'm out of breath because of that, but I feel that he's pressuring my lungs, so there is not much space for air, and I just have to sit down and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me and stuff like that? But I feel a bit sorry for him, as I do feel that he's not comfortable in there anymore. I do want the belly to get bigger for him to be a bit more comfortable, but this is his home now and nature knows the correct way of doing things. That's it from me, and I'll see you next week. Stay comfortable, stay happy, stay healthy as much as you can, exercise as much as you can, drink some water, protect yourself, and try and make yourself happy every day. And remember that happy mama makes a happy life. See you all next week. Bye.